This your girl Sydnee Renee, and I will be interviewing DJ D.money.
Crack for the ears. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so how did it all begin?
I had to say it. I started around 2004, 2005, maybe. Yeah, it's like two parts to the story. The first part, my stepmama took me to her job's picnic, and the DJ there was like cutting and mixing and all that. And like, I've always heard it, but I've never seen it visually. And when I was just watching them, I was like, man, I think this is what I want to do. So, I asked him if I could give it a go-round. He let me give it a go-round. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I did know that's what I wanted to do in the future. And I fell in love with that instantly. So, on the way home, I told my stepmama and my daddy, I was like, shit, I want to be a DJ. And that was blowing that off at first. I was like, yeah, okay. But after I kept bugging them, that was like, yeah, he really serious. This is what he wanted to do. So, my birthday was about 2 weeks later. They got me my first little mixer. I wouldn't call them turntables. It was a little mixer. And yeah, so I was just practicing on that. And then the time comes, I gotta get my first party. This when my homeboy J Buzz come in. Girl was gonna have a Labor Day party or something. So I told her to hit me up, and it'll be my first party. Worked just like that. From then on, I started, getting calls for other house parties. Then some time went by so fast, next thing you know, I'm DJing Teen World and Stadium and step shows with Teflon, and then it just keeps building. Next thing you know, I'm D.money.
All right. So, where does the name come from?
See, this is actually kind of funny. The name D.money comes from a Mexican cat named Victor. I used to hang with Victor all the time. We was at lunch one day, and he was just like, you know what? We're gonna start calling you D.money. I was like, what? I laughed it off, but they really started calling me that. So Victor was cool with a lot of the popular kids. So, when they heard him call me D.money, they was like, shit, we gonna call you that too. And whatever the popular kids do in school, everybody does. So from then on out, everybody referred to me as D.money just because of the popular kids. And during the time I became a DJ and I already had a nickname, so I was just like, shit, I'm just gonna keep it DJ D.money, all about the money.
What gave you the initial push? What just made you go out there?
I probably have to say, once the boots start getting played on the radio, because, we was already doing stuff all around town. Me, Teflon, T-Real, Ryan, the whole Face Off Top 5. And, when they started getting played on the radio, it was like, shoot, everybody was just stepping their game up. Ryan Beats on the radio, T-Real and Tef on the radio getting shows. And I felt like, I was at the very bottom. I wasn't doing shit. So I was like, man, somehow, some way I'm gonna just step my shit up and get focused. So that's what I did, and that's what happened.
I know it's summer and a lot of college students are home. So how are you getting your business out there? I know you do the stadium, but what else are you doing?
What I do, like most of the time when I wear my D.money shirts, people take my number down all the time. Or I use, of course, online, which is the biggest marketplace right now. But also, like, when I do other parties at, like, other little teen clubs or other little venues, like, somebody always takes my number down and hits me up and tells the next person. And, it's kind of like a online, word of mouth. It's just everything. You just got to get out there and grind, get your name out there.
Do you know do you have any mixtapes coming out in the future?
Oh, yeah. Back on that ass part 1, re-registration. I'm starting the series over, but re-registration dropping August 19th. It's going down.
Can I get a free copy?
Of course.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, what is the best event you played at or put on? Battle of the DJs?
I like that event though. But I have to say, honestly, in my career, I probably have to say back in 2007 when Teen World first jumped off, it was T-Real birthday party. Oh my God.
How many people was there?
I don't even know, but it was stupid in there, man. You couldn't walk. It felt like a sauna. It was crazy, man. And it was one of my big breaks. It was when everybody that went to school and he realized that I was serious about DJing and that I was trying to make it come up. So yeah, I probably have to say that.
So, what's your favorite CD of all time?
As in like an album, right? Probably have to go with like the Carter 1 or Carter 2.
Why?
Cause shit, Wayne, I mean, he still be going hard today, but he wasn't really on that BS all the time back then. You know, he was more on the, what I want to say, he was more on the lyricist style, and his flow was just outrageous. And yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. Now, I have a question. It's a hard one. Out of all the songs you play, which one is the one to get everybody hyped? The one you know that'll get everybody
I probably have to say that Like a Pro. Man, it never lets me down. Satisfy the females, the dude's gonna be satisfied. So, yeah, I have to say Like a Pro.
And so, when the partying is all over, when the DJing is all over, what do you do in your spare time?
Usually, I'm trying to make a beat or something, but sometimes I just be chilling with, my closest bros, the group, or Mossberg. Shouts out both of them. But yeah. But majority of the time though, when I'm not DJing and all that, I go straight to FL Studio and try to cook up something. Or I turn into Sanchez. If you don't know what that means, just ask me. Now don't ask me that. I'll tell you off camera. Might be too explicit for the cam.
Oh. Okay. All right. So what's the funniest thing to ever happen at an event you held?
I had to say when I had my first party, I had my mixer, speakers and all that on the table. The crowd wants to get crunk by my table. I'm telling them to move back. The table is not sturdy. They keep moving towards my table. Next thing you know, blue, 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 everything just fell. Hit the ground hard. My mixer files sacks. Speakers file sacks. Man, it's funny now though when I picture it in my head. Like I get a real kick out of it. But man, when I was pissed off, I wanted to fight. Then I was gonna go home.
No, we don't fight. So what advice would you give to upcoming DJs? Those that are coming
I'm
up?
actually still up and coming myself. But to those who just starting, I can just say, know your music, know your crowd, keep going for it no matter what people say about you. Don't give up. You can do anything. Real talk.
Okay, and I have one more question. When you begin to play your music, is it pre-planned or do you just go off the top of your head?
Most of the time, it's off the top of my head, unless like a new song just comes out and I'll be like, I'm gonna play that right after this song, because I'm basically predicting how deep the crowd is gonna be at a certain time. So, but majority of the time, I would have to say it's off the top of my head.
Well, D.money, I enjoyed interviewing you. Good luck.
Anytime. Appreciate you. Stay up.
Crack for the ears, bitch.